Consideration and possible action to approve ordinance number 1315, an ordinance revoking Title 8, Section 8-5-1 through 8-5-10 of the City Code of Ordinances entitled COVID-19 Safety Code. Is there any, you just wanted some background on that, Steve?
Just no longer valid. Cleanup.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay. Ready for a vote? Roll call?
Trace Connor,
Yes.
Dana Miller,
Yes.
Larry Church,
Yes.
Scott Rossman.
Yes.
Chris Anson,
Yes.
Jeff Nance.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, thank you. Next is resolutions. Number 2, consideration and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-06, a resolution granting special authorization to possess and consume alcoholic beverages on public property in conjunction with the proposed Happy Birthday Block Party event on July 4th, 2026, between 5 and 9 p.m.
Move to approve.
Absolutely not.
Do we have a second?
No.
Second.
Okay, we have a second. Roll call?
Trace Connor,
Yes.
Dana Miller,
Yes.
Larry Church,
Hang on,
Yes.
hang on, stop. We're not having a discussion, we're just going to second and go. We're not having a discussion as why that we're doing this, what's going on with it.
If we can, if you wanted to, you could have asked for a discussion, yes.
Well, absolutely not. This is kind of a discussion opener, I would think. What is the purpose? Why would we do this?
So this is a request from, I believe, who is the organization who is doing the proposed party.
For
The block-
fundraiser, is that,
I'm sorry?
it's for a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Why would we not?
Why would we? I mean, why would we bring alcohol into the street? There's plenty of places to get drunk. We just,
Nobody's wanting to get drunk.
why
what I can
why
tell.
bring alcohol in?
Steve, can you tell us who proposed it and what questions maybe they could answer if possible?
Sure. The Arts Council is putting this on. I think they did it last year or year before last also. They came before the permit board. The permit board just basically researches how much security is going to be required, how many barricades, are there going to be any medical requirements on standby, any ambulance service, anything like that. What it would do to traffic during the event, and after careful consideration, we said that we could handle that.
Okay, so it was approved by the
Permit
board,
board, which is your department heads. And again, that's just the logistics side of this.
Okay.
Then we send it on to you saying, hey, we can handle the logistics if you approve it.
Okay, great. And so we do have some folks from the Arts Council here. Are they able to?
My question is, what you're saying, Steve, is not in here. So it's vaguely written here for us to understand it. Department heads got everything. We didn't get nothing. All we got is, hey, can we serve alcohol between these hours? So, I mean, if we're not getting the full package on it, why am I going to sit here and approve it if I'm not getting the full package ahead of time? That you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of stuff going on that we're not getting the full package on stuff, and this is one of them.
Do you have more
I don't
questions?
understand. Okay, how's it gonna be policed to where you're not having underage drinking? Why would we have drinking on the street in the first place? What's the purpose of that? Why would we do that? I don't understand the reasoning, just because it's the 4th of July party, so we think we have to have alcohol? And so we're gonna throw it out in the street? I mean, why would we do that?
Why do we think we don't have to or we can't have alcohol?
Because there's places to have alcohol, there's places not, and I live here too, and I don't want to see it. And I don't want that being in my streets. And you can drink at home, you can drink at the bar, you can drink at JJ's, you can drink anywhere you want to. And I mean, I just like to have some place. What about the church down the street? What about them? They're going to just have to deal with it?
I suppose, yeah.
I mean, of course, it's because of course, the people who don't agree with drinking, they just have to deal with it.
So it's a moral objection.
No, it's not a moral objection. It's not, you can't police it. How are you going to police it? How are you going to police that 18-year-olds aren't drinking beer? And how are you going to police all that stuff? we just spent 80 grand on sidewalks because we're afraid somebody's gonna fall down. So now with this, if we're gonna do this, in case somebody gets injured or hurt, or how are we gonna police that? I mean, I'm not mad at it, I just don't know how we're gonna do it.
Don't we have requirements in place when we allow these type of things, and there are certain things they have to
Yes,
follow?
that,
I mean,
again, that was handled, yes. They've got, they answered questions about security being on site, and I apologize
Well,
for
who's doing the security? Who's doing
the Arts Council is.
that? They're doing the security?
To police the underage drinking. We'll handle the security if things get out of order.
So, it's a dumb idea, that's just my opinion. 'Cause I think it's bad to introduce that to a crowd of people. Why would you light a match and say?
I don't
hopefully
see it
that
as a
happens?
match. I don't understand, is there some examples where they've had a block party for the 4th of July and underage kids were running
You know
amok
what,
and
we haven't
drinking
had
and
one here.
causing trouble and,
We haven't had one here.
in the times that the city, we've allowed this, I mean, it's not all that often, but maybe once every couple of years, something like this comes before us. How many times have we had an issue, Steve?
None that I'm aware of,
When did we allow it?
including made in Oklahoma.
Right.
Those, we've not had a problem so far.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, is the Made in Oklahoma. They have where you can buy wine and wine slushies, so I've had some. And I didn't see anyone drunk on the streets or getting rowdy. And I will say we do have laws in place for public drunkenness and disorderly conduct already in place.
We have laws in place for no public drinking too, but we can go around that, so that's fine. I'm just letting you know, I am totally against it, and so I wasn't here, I guess, the last time that we did this for Made in Oklahoma or whatever. But I'm just one vote, so.
Okay, thank you.
I want to see the whole thing. I want to see the security. I want to see it all. That's what I want to see. I mean, this is vague. I'm sorry. It's vague. This is vague. It's just like, hey, we're going to let them sell alcohol. Okay, well, let me see your security plan. Are you going to have a designated, just an area where they can drink?
These
Is it gonna be-
these agendas were sent out on Thursday. I mean,
But we never got the whole thing. Steve even said that because it was taken over by the
what
department
I'm
heads.
saying is,
So-
and maybe, I've done this so long that I know what goes on behind the scenes, but I've also always, if I had a question about an agenda item, I try to contact the city to find out. I mean, and they're always there to take your calls.
Are we able to, because this is an agenda item, can I ask the council, the Arts Council, to come to the podium and answer any questions about the security?
That's a Brad question. He's not here tonight, but he did say on the mosquito issue that was not,
Since there's no petitions and appearances
Right.
from the audience already written on the agenda, that we can't do that.
Right.
And that would be for this as well. Okay, thank you. All right, is there any more discussion before we move on? No?
No, I'm good.
We're doing good. Okay, all right. So we did have a motion and a second. Roll call, Jay?
For the record, we had 3 votes. Trace Connor, yes. Dana Miller, yes. Larry Church, yes. Scott Rossman,
No.
Chris Anson,
Yes.
Jeff Nance.
And no, especially to say no without cussing.
All right.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Moving on to current business, number 3, consideration and action to approve closing Main Street from Broadway to Evans for a Happy Birthday America block party downtown on July 4th, sponsored by the Seminole Arts Council.
Second.
Roll call, Jay?
Trace Connor,
Yes.
Dana Miller,
Yes.
Larry Church,
yes.
Scott Rossman,
Yes.
Chris Anson,
Yes.
Jeff Nance.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And then the last item is current business number 4, discussion and possible action concerning spraying of mosquitoes. And I'll give a little bit of background on that as I requested this to be on here. So if you all will remember last year, I don't know if you all were here yet, but the Seminole Community Garden Group had some concerns about the pesticide that we spray. So I think we all know what I'm talking about, the truck that goes through the streets and does the pesticide, right? There were some concerns about how that impacts pollinators and just a host of other issues that it can cause to kind of the ecosystem, right, of our town. So at that time, I had asked, I believe Miranda Cotton, to do a presentation for us, a PowerPoint presentation, and she came and presented and talked about some alternatives from that. But at that time, that was just a presentation. There was no action, or really, I don't think there was any discussion. If there was, I don't recall it at that time. So fast forward to now, the notice goes out that the spraying is going to occur. I believe it was supposed to be Saturday, then Monday. And so it kind of got the discussion going again, and request to have that looked at again. So before we moved forward with that, there was some discussion about in the community, not among us, but in the community, about providing once again the council alternatives or solutions, something other than the pesticide spraying. And so because it's on such short notice for them to do that, we had asked that the spraying halt until we can hear that and we can talk about it again, get the full story, get all the information we need to make a good decision, and the spraying can halt until then. So asked it to be on the agenda. Of course, it's rained since then, so the spraying, of course, didn't happen. And there is an online petition, I believe, and a physical petition going around. And I believe they have quite a few signatures. And they also are doing some interventions to on their own to stop the mosquito population. There was a kind of a flurry of emails going back and forth today with Department of Health and myself and the garden group about questions about, just kind of the public health part of it. And so I have asked if we could table this until we can kind of, again, get the garden group to come and do a presentation and give us some solutions. The health department, the county health department is also willing to come and answer any questions that we have about it. And then that might be it. So that's how it ended up in front of you all today. And so I believe that if y'all want to have discussion today or possible action, that's something we could do. I'm not sure if we need to have an action vote to withhold the spraying until we can have that meeting, or not. I'm not really 100% sure. Is that what we need to do?
Yes, if you're going to table it, then the spraying would continue. You need to give your staff direction as to what you want to see happen.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. Discussion?
Well, I think Miranda talked about alternatives being basically insectivores like martin boxes, putting up, for martins, and also bats. I don't know if she talked about the bats or not, but bats are the most effective insectivores. I think they consume like 1,000 and some a night, each bat will. And bat boxes are cheap and available through a veterans group. I bought a few of them and passed them out, but they'll house, 50 or 100 bats, each one will. And you put them near your home. Well, they will. And they're very effective. So that's an alternative that we might consider. How much money do we spend on pesticide?
It's roughly, we order about 5,000 a year, but we spent, I think, $2,500 last year.
$2,500? I don't know, a bat box costs like 15 or 20 bucks. So you buy a lot of bat boxes for that. put them up in parks and then put them up for sale. People, if there was a way that the city could help install them, because they need to be about 25 or 30 feet up off the ground. It's something to consider for if we decide not to spray. But I'm not opposed to spraying, but I am in favor of
Can we not do both? I mean, can we not at least spray the low-lying areas and water? You know,
Oh, sure, I'm
and then
not.
do the bat boxes and.
I'm not
I did a lot of
opposed to
research
spraying.
when you sent, or whoever sent that out. You know, purple martins do nothing really for mosquitoes.
That's true.
And just looking at it, they did say bats, but they said that the martins also ate the dragonflies, which eat mosquitoes. So you kind of kill that. But I mean, I'm not opposed to doing both. I'm not opposed to spraying at all. I think the spraying we're not spraying DDT anymore. You know, so it's not like we're
I don't know what we're spraying.
spraying. It's an adulticide that kills flying insects, and then it's also something on the side that kills the larvae in the water and on the plants. And I know that looking at it, somebody said something about it kills the bees and all that stuff. And I don't know if we're running short of bees or not, but I just wondered. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to be a smart aleck. I just don't know. And so I'd like to see us do kind of both, just to see how it works. I mean, I know where Arnie has his storage. I mean, that's wet all the time down there. I mean, I think we could spray down there and do some effect. You know, over I guess Broadway and Harvey Road or whatever it is. And so I know where my parents used to live on Highland, back behind United Motors or whatever it's called now, Chevrolet Place. It's always wet because all that runoff water collects in that open area there. And it's always wet there, and mosquitoes are horrible there. I mean, if we could spray in those neighborhoods and then do the other things, I'm cool with that. I just don't want to throw out spraying without having some kind of evidence that this other stuff's going to work. You know?
Well, George Sutton, was a prominent ornithologist at OU for years. He did a study back in the 70s that shows that purple martins essentially do nothing.
Yeah.
But it's not
That's
so
what I
for,
read.
that's not so for bats. Bats are
No,
very
they said
big,
bats
yeah.
were great, but that's a lot of bats.
So we could,
I did a little quick deal too, and it said mosquitoes are usually only a small part of bats' diet.
they
So,
are,
I mean, I guess they eat other things such as moss, beetles, flying agricultural pests.
all sorts of stuff.
Some of the benefits, I mean, or some of the things that we could do to help control some mosquitoes, cleaning drainage ditches, treating standing water with BTI, storm drain, larviciding, surveillance and target spraying. I think that's, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, why not do both? I
Yeah,
mean,
just do both.
why
And
not
see what works.
employ everything that we have to prevent, I mean, we're here to protect the citizens. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got West Nile, or you got
Exactly.
some kind of Zika, or some other encephalitis, or something that's gonna kill you. I'd rather protect my citizens than, I mean, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Well, let me say, I'm not against spraying,
Yeah.
not at
Yeah.
all. But an alternative might be to begin to invest some of our resources in some alternatives.
Sure.
And I hate mosquitoes, they love me. And so,
I remember one time there was a bat that we had got knocked down out of the tree or whatever, and they said, don't approach the bat because they carry rabies. So I don't know about that, but
I don't think so. But, they, I know they're accused of that, and they're ugly.
yeah.
Oh, that's not fair, Larry. I think they're cute. One of the things that,
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said, even if we just skip to one spraying and use that toward the other, I mean, we could do, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. No, one of the things that, I went to the Sunset Market on Friday, and the garden group was selling $15, that's just a bucket. And then it gives you instructions on what to do. You fill it up halfway, and then there's some, I forget what it's called, and you put it in there, and it basically, I think it traps like the larva
Kills the
or
larva,
something,
yeah.
kills the larva. I'm not real sure. I've already employed it. It's out in at my house. So I think they have a lot of ideas and solutions, and I think it would be good to hear from them. I do know personally, when that sprayer comes in, like my whole family panics. We close the windows. Because it leaves a weird taste in my mouth. Like it feels weird and it tastes. It just I don't like it.
Used to chase it down the street.
Yeah. Get out of here.
That's what I do.
So I think if we could, if there's no more discussion, if we could vote to table this until we can have presentations, and we can, in the meantime, have the spraying ceased until we can come up and vote on an actual plan. I think we're kind of past about hearing good alternatives. We need to come up with an actual plan on what to tell our staff to do. So, is there anyone interested in that?
The tabling? Oh, yeah, I'll second that.
Excuse me.
Tabling this.
Tabling and no spraying until a resolution. So
Correct.
4th of July, we're not going to knock them down.
So it's not exactly tabling then, is it?
That's right.
Yeah,
It's not tabling it, we're just approving now.
Yeah.
If you
It's not-
table, then it continues as is.
Yes,
Right.
if you straight table it, but we need some go or no-go signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think after all this rain we're having right now,
You better do
and
something.
all the sitting water, if we don't do something, then yes, the people all out evenings and doing things for the holiday are going to,
See, we spray twice a week at work, Mondays and Fridays, and during the week, we'll throw out granules in the standing water for mosquitoes.
maybe, well, I mean, if the rain stops, I mean, we're not gonna spray if it's raining anyway.
Right.
No.
But if the rain stops
just-
and there's sitting water, will the spraying help prevent?
So we don't spray it until it's dark, okay? We wait till dark so the bees are asleep. We highly recommend that any beehives in the city limits be covered. And then we don't spray within certain times of rain. So if the runoff is still going, we're not going to spray. We wait on stagnant and no wind above 10 miles an hour, et cetera. So it could be that we continue to have unfavorable conditions for spraying and we don't spray before the next council meeting. However, the next council meeting is on the 14th of July. My guess is we'll have a day that's below 10 miles an hour wind and dry enough to spray.
But I'm looking at the weather and it's all rain and clouds and everything until Friday. So Friday takes us up to the 26th. How many days do you have to wait until it's dry so you can spray?
The water's stagnant, so
After it's been raining and the wind and all that, so you don't really know when is a good day you're gonna be able to spray, right? You just kind of, as it comes along?
we try to schedule it a couple of days out. I mean, we look at forecasts, and if it hasn't rained in the last 30 hours, 48 hours, then, and the wind is going to be calm, then we'll schedule someone to come in, a city employee, the licensed city employee to come in and spray. And if he gets here and it's 15 or 20 miles an hour, they won't spray. We'll delay that.
So that just gives you, if it's raining up until this Friday, the next Friday is Independence Day. So if that's what the concern is, it really only gives us a week where we're most likely waiting anyway. And then the week after is maybe where your concern might be the most considered. Because I didn't look up after that date.
I'm just
90,
thinking-
93, 94, 95.
I'm just thinking it's Oklahoma, who knows?
You never know. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
So, I don't see why we don't just go ahead and spray as we're scheduled to do, and then look at what our alternatives can be for on down the road. I mean, that's just my thought on it.
Well,
I
Larry,
don't have a big issue either way.
I think that's kind of the whole point of the online petition and the petition that's being circulated in person is the constituents don't want the spraying.
That's
So
okay
I think
with me.
in order to kind of respect the voice of the citizens. I think we hear from them first before we do anything, spray, decide to spray, not to spray. I think the citizens need to have their voices heard first.
Well, it's okay with me. I'm not objecting to anything. It just seems like we could go ahead and, I don't know why it got to be such a rush. That's what I'm concerned.
I think it was
with.
just because it didn't, this discussion didn't get going again until the notice went out, I
Oh,
think
okay.
is what happened. So, I would, if there's no more discussion, I would like to make a motion to cease the spraying until the council has had a chance to vote on a plan. Is there a second? Not, no second? Not hearing one? Okay. So are there any other motions before we move forward? Nope. Okay.
What was your motion, Chris?
I'll make a motion to table it and continue the chart or the path that we've always been on. And if we want to add additional mechanisms to help with the populations, I'd be okay with that.
I'd love to hear from the gardening club too, yeah. I'll second your motion.
You got it, Jay?
So the motion was to table?
To table and continue
Spring.
spraying.
Do we need a motion to do that?
Or just table it and then it continues without.
Give us some direction there, Jay.
Yeah, by tabling it, you're continuing the current policy of spraying.
Okay.
So,
Just so I understand, and Dana, they're coming back at the next council meeting and telling us,
And I don't know what, yeah, and I think that's what it would be, is just, I don't know, at that point, it's too late because we've already sprayed.
just once.
How often do we spray throughout the season?
At least
2 to 3 times a year. So typically, we'll probably, about when softball and baseball get real heavy in mid-May, and then right before 4th of July, and then we'll try to do again October-ish, late September, October. When the rains start coming again, usually it's late September, around State Fair time. We start getting wet again, and the larvae start hatching, and we'll try to control them at that time.
Okay. So that would be, so we're tabling it to have the presentation, the plan at the July 14th meeting, correct? Is that your?
No, just
Sure, they
table
can
it.
have their presentation, but I would, my motion is continue spraying in the path that we've always been.
So you can do that by just tabling. If the motion is just to table, if I understand it correctly.
Well, if you do no action, it's the same,
It's just no
right?
action.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's just no action.
Is
I
it?
mean,
right?
it's happens
Okay.
one
If you
seats to
table
another.
it, it gives it the opportunity to be on the next agenda.
Right.
If you make a motion to continue spraying, then that,
The
Eliminates-
mayor or 3 council members can put it back on the agenda anytime.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no action then. So because we're going to move forward, and then we'll add it to the agenda next time.
No, we tabled it, or?
Either way.
We can table it and
It's-
continue
Table it,
spraying, and
and
it will be
I'll
put
add
back
it.
on the next,
It's gonna continue.
yeah. The spraying will continue.
I remove my motion then.
Okay. All right then. All right. So those are all the items on the agenda. There's no other discussion. We're done with the agenda. We're adjourned.
motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now we're adjourned.